Once again, I welcome to you all in a new topic, that is Arab Spring, which I have already taught you in the class. Then, what is this Arab Spring and what changes it brought on the politics and social transformation of the countries of Middle East and Africa? So first we will see what is Arab Spring. Arab Spring was a series of anti-governmental protest, uprising and armed rebellion that spread across much of the Arab world in early 2010. Then the question is that why many movements took place against the government. It means there the government which were working there, they had many loopholes which was not bearable for the people. It also, we can say it was a democratic uprising that arose independently and spread across the Arab world in 2011. From country to country it spread. It was first originated in Tunisia in December 2010. Then what was the reason for such development? The main reason for the such development in that Arab world was auto authoritarian government, political corruption. If a government which will work for 10, 20, 30 years, definitely that government have many political corruption, and that autocratic government were not accountable to its people at all. Then human right violation, unemployment and sectarianism were the main problem, and many more. Then what was the goal for the people who were wanting a change in the society? The goal was democracy. They want to achieve democracy. They want to become the part of political system in their country, like the free election. They want economic freedom, that they can live, they can enjoy the work as per their wish. They want human rights, and that's why the they were seeking transformation, complete transformation in their government. Then we will see the expansion of Arab Spring, how it expanded in the Arab world. What happened after the Arab Spring in other different countries of the Middle East and Africa? So first it was started in Tunisia. In this green color we can see Tunisia, and in Tunisia the government was overthrown, and there was a successful transition of democracy. So we can say that there we can see the democratic transformation. Then we will talk about Egypt. In Egypt, the president of Egypt was also fled from there, but in Egypt we can not see the complete transformation. For little time it experienced democracy, but later on it has military rules. Then we can talk about the Algeria. So in the and Morocco, here we can see that the government was not overthrown, but changes were made. And if we are talking about Libya and Syria, then we can see in both these places we saw many changes, like here we can see changes that both these countries faced civil war, and still both these countries have many problems. they are experiencing many problem, and still the civil war like situation we can see there. Then effect in brief, I have tried to explain you by the help of a chart. I am I am telling you that how it happened and how we can see here in this if effect in brief. So here we can see that protest began in Tunisia. The first it was began in Tunisia, spread by self-immolation of Muhammad Bouazizi and President Ben Ali. Flees in Egypt, demonstrator occupy Cairo, Tahrir Square. Democracy democratic protest we can see in Bahrain. Protest erupt in Libya. Thousands of protest peacefully. Half of the country fails to rebel. Thousand protest in the Morocco. So even we can see that UN also uh, fly zone in Libya. NATO bombard begins in when we are talking about Syria and Libya. We can see their intervention of the foreign power, the UN as well as the NATO and Russia also. So by this we can see that the President Ben Ali Abdullah Salah leaves Yemen, Islamic wins in the Egypt, and parliamentary election having earlier polled strong in Tunisia, Muhammad Gaddafi killed in Syria. Then so we can here we can see that the Muhammad Morsi of the Muslim Brotherhood elected president of Egypt. Rebels launch offensive to take Aleppo and Syria. Aleppo, the largest city of Syria. Then regime forces together with the Hezbollah seized town in Syria. So these were the development which took place in the during the Arab Spring in different part of the world. In brief, we will see that in Tunisia, Jain Ali Abde, the Adain Ben Ali, who was the president, who was forced to resign and leave the country. In Algeria and Morocco, social protests have less impact than the protests in other Arab countries, but they led to democratic changes. In Egypt, we can see that the Hosni Mubarak, who ruled from 1981, similar to the leader of Tunisia, was forced to resign and leave the country. So in Libya, we can see that the revolt was civil war in which NATO forces and were engaged, and the leaders of Libya, Gaddafi, in power from 1969. He was from 1969 to 2011. It was almost 42 years. So if a ruler rule for such a long span of time, it create many problem, because the rulers, even if they will elected by the democratic process, they will become authoritarian. So it is not good sign that a government remain president or prime minister of the country for such a long time. Changes are necessary. Then if we are talking about the Syria, the Syrian president Bashar al-Assad, who ruled from 2000, and still he is the president of Syria, and you know that he is still president, and many problems, and that Arab Spring turned as Arab Winter. We can say that it has turned as Arab Winter in Syria, and the government is the power like Russia and USA intervening, and still that president is working there, and the situation is in that country is not very good. So now we will start Tunisian revolution, because it was the first where this revolt broke out, and it was how it broke out, it is a question. So it was a very simple movement started by some young people there, in which one was Muhammad Bouazizi. And this Muhammad Bouazizi, he was simply a fruit seller, and he was a fruit seller and gave up his studies for family, as he was very young and his father was dead, and he was not able to run his family because he faced many problem, his family had many problem. That's why it was necessary for him that to run the family. And he was simply a 26-year-old vendor, and he was a 26-year-old vendor in Tunisia when Muhammad Bouazizi set himself fire to protest against the confiscation of his card, which allowed to keep his family, because the local administration forced him that he cannot do this business here because he has not permit. He tried many times that he had a talk with the local administration, but they simply denied to hear him, and it was turned, he felt as the attack on his self-respect, and then he was hospitalized after his self-immolation, and it worked as a spark which caused change in the Arab countries in the in the near future. So protest began locally in the same day. The same day people came on the road. Then one thing I want uh, here to tell that how this protest started. So Tunisian revolt, which is also known as that Jasmine revolt, and it was an extensive 28 years. So the question is that how it started there. And so intensive campaign of the when we know that the Tunisia in Tunisia the media, newspaper, everything was banned. So how this news spread? Social media played a very important role in spread this news, and that's why in somewhere it is written that it is also known as a Facebook revolution. But also social media played a very good role and to spread this news across the country, and the protest began locally in the same day, and the scale was so massive in the country, and it forced President Ben Ali in office in 1960 to issue a warning. On 20th December, he issued a warning. So what happened? On 24th December, first he started live firing on the protesters. The police and the government, they started live firing on the protesters. They were punished. On the protesters were first sign a successful popular movement and official denunciation, a pattern that would soon become a familiar throughout the Arab. So the what was the response of the government? The response of government was also very harsh. They were firing on the protester. So that this action and reaction created many problems in society, and it turned into a violent protest on 27 December with about 1,000 citizens expressing a solidarity with the residents of Sidi Bouzid and calling for a jump. People were on the street for the cause of unemployment. The rally, which was called by the independent trade union activists, was stopped by the civil. तो मतलब कि वहाँ पे लोग अपने अपनी समस्याओं के साथ सड़क पे थे, और उसमें एक आग का में घी का काम किया मोहम्मद बouazizi का आत्मदाह करना। लेकिन समस्याएं तो पहले से थी ही, तो वो और एकदम से जलने लगी। और फिर अगेन ऑन 30th December पुलिस पीसफुली ब्रोक up a protest on the monastery while using force and disrupt further demonstration. On 3rd January 2011, Thala, a city, the the people was there on the street for the issue of unemployment, and it turned very violent. That there was more than 2050 people were, mostly the students were in support of the protesters. And on 6th January, by 95% of Tunisian, 8,000 lawyers went on strike, according to the chairman of the National Bar Association. So, and after that, when Muhammad Bouazizi on 6th of January, he died in the hospital, and after his death, protesters become uncontrolled, and they started massive protest because they felt that he was their leader and he was dead, so they become they become violent and uncontrolled. The government announced the indefinite closure of all schools and universities. मतलब government tried to control the social gathering. When Ali told that he will not change the constitution now, but he will not contest. तो he tried to ensure people कि अभी तो मैं संविधान में कोई परिवर्तन नहीं करूँगा, लेकिन आप लोग अगर निश्चिंत रहें, आप लोग थोड़ा धैर्य रखें, तो मैं आने वाले इलेक्शन में कंटेस्ट नहीं करूँगा, और इस तरह से आपको एक रिजाइम में चेंज मिलेगा। लेकिन लोगों ने उन पे भरोसा नहीं किया। बेन अली ने इमरजेंसी डिक्लेयर किया और प्रॉमिस भी किया कि 6 महीने के अंदर एक नया चुनाव होगा, लेकिन लोगों का विश्वास बेन अली पे बिल्कुल ख़त्म हो चुका था। दैट्स वाई दे वे आर नॉट एबल टू believe in his any statements, and within 6 months it forced Ben Ali to leave country, and he fled to the Saudi Arabia with his family. And after that, Muhammad Ghannouchi, he became the prime minister and he headed the interim government. In January 2013, a parliament approves a new constitution, and Bezi Kaid is Bessi won Tunisian first free election. So we can see here that a power of common people, and due to this power of common people, the regime changed in the Tunisia, and people of Tunisia experienced democracy, which was not from the last many years. So they felt it the victory of, we can say that it was a victory of common man. So now in the next topic we will study, I will give you some videos on the Arab Spring, effect of Arab Spring in Libya, Egypt and Syria. So thank you. We will meet in the next